Well, I thought I would just quickly share a couple of updates with you. One is I'm going through a real detailed service right now on Jackie Miller's PFAFF or PFAFF 332. It had a number of things going on, also some part replacements as well. So that's really been a real busy workbench, to say the least. Also, I'm going to show you something as well. Right now I have the motor pulled out, as you can see, and I've got it wired up, and currently I have my foot controller attached to it. You can tell because I don't have a normal or standard plug. I have an adapted plug, as you saw in some of the other videos. There's the bottom of the machine if you've never seen that before. Also, I still have to do some additional cleaning in Jackie's machine. This machine has been over-oiled, and I've said this in other videos. Too much oil is not a good thing. As I move around the machine a little bit, all that real dark brown on the wires is all wet oil right now. So I've got to still clean in there as well and get that oil out of there. So, you know, word to the wise, a little bit of oil intermittently, depending on how much sewing you're doing, how many sewing hours. Even these belts, these are some of the timing belts right near the balance wheel, and those are also dampened with oil as well. So I don't know if Jackie did it or the previous owner. I know that she had acquired this machine and dropped it off to me some time ago, and I have not oiled it, so that's all residual oil. Also on this other workbench, let's see, I'll come out a little bit away from German land over here with the PFAFF, and now we're heading over to Sweden, and we've got Sharon's Swedish Beauty, her Husqvarna CL21A, and I'm to a point right now where all the finalization is complete. All I'm doing now is adjusting stitch output and appearance. So I've done some cam generated stitches right now, which are off of cam B. I like cam B. I think it's a pretty good looking stitch option, and you can modify any of these just by making subtle adjustments. And also I've done some initial, you can see I don't have the machine completely put back together yet. I've done some initial cleanup and waxing on the body of the machine as well, and she is really looking really gorgeous. So again, I don't know how this, you know, we might hear some thunder and all kinds of stuff going on out in Selma, North Carolina when this machine is shipped this coming week out there, because this is again a machine that's intended for Sharon's husband. He's going to do leather sewing and such. So obviously with the actual sew-offs, I'll demonstrate the decorative ones on camera. Also, I'll be doing some leather sew-offs as well. But I don't know what's going to happen there. I may end up getting a panic call from either Sharon or her husband saying, hey, we need another Swedish Beauty out here. There's going to be war. So I don't know. Maybe they'll work it out. Maybe they won't. And that's okay too for me. All right, so what I wanted to show you real quick on this machine right now, I'm not doing an optimization as a part of my general service that Jackie asked me to do, along with some of the part replacements that I had to do on the machine also. So this motor has been cleaned, as you saw in some of the Facebook shots, but it hasn't gone through the extensive optimization that I would do on a motor and a foot control if it came to me. So the motor, obviously the motor brushes were horrible on this machine. Those are the motor brushes that were in it, and you'll see on the Facebook photos, the ones that I installed were probably 2 to 2.5 times that length. So that certainly didn't help the motor. But right now I've got my foot controller that has been optimized. Again, the motor is Jackie's. It has not been optimized. It's been generally cleaned and the brushes have been replaced. This foot controller has been optimized. What's my point? Well, let me be quiet for a second, which is virtually impossible for me, as most of you know, and I'm going to let you listen to Jackie's motor, which has brand new brushes in it. It's gotten a general cleaning, not an optimization cleaning, as I will do if you send me your motor and your foot controller. And I think there's a distinct and noticeable power difference. And you could tell me if you disagree. I mean, that's cool. So here's the motor, not optimized, new brushes, general cleaning, and this is my foot controller attached to it. Now listen real carefully. All right, now I'm going to pull my pedal off of it, my foot controller, and I'll move it off to the side. And I'm going to connect Jackie's foot controller now, which actually has the correct plug. So one would assume that it would perform better, but off camera before I shot this video, I tested it and I wasn't overly impressed. So I've got it plugged in now. Now I'm going to push Jackie's foot controller, make sure it's on camera. It's always weird looking at this little screen. I can't tell when I'm looking at things backwards whether or not, there we go, that's better. Okay, Jackie's foot controller. I'm all the way down, folks, all the way down. It will catch up eventually. I'm going to do it the next time. I'm going to hold it down for an extended period of time. There we go. Come on, come on. All right, back to mine again. Now I'm not trying to sell Jackie a foot controller, but I do want to show this so that if she says before she comes this week to pick this machine up, if she says, you know what, I want that foot controller as well, then I can be prepared to rewire it and get it all set up so it's ready to go for her. All right, give me a sec here, folks. All right, so this is my foot controller again. Sorry about my big head in the way there. All right, listen closely. Holy cow, it's actually vibrating off the table. I better hold it. It really is noticeable, isn't it? So Jackie, I'm sure, will see this video as well. She's a very faithful follower of my Facebook posts and also my YouTube videos that go up as well. So there'll be a little window of time where she can reach out and indicate whether or not she wants to stick with her foot control or whether or not she wants me to wire this foot control for her machine and then have everything ready when she picks it up. You know, unfortunately that would mean an extra charge, and I go on my way to try to save customers money when I can, but this is so noticeable that I'm guessing she'll decide to make that adjustment and use a different foot control with it, the one that I've optimized already. So, all right, well, that's all I wanted to show you. So again, we have Jackie's PFAFF or PFAFF 332, which should be picked up this week. Then we have Sharon's Swedish Beauty, her husband's Swedish Beauty, that should be shipped this week. So it's going to be a real hectic week. So if you happen to reach out or you don't see a lot of other premieres going up, then you'll just have to forgive me because it's a real busy time. And you know what? I'm very thankful. I love it when customers entrust their machines to me and give me a chance to really show them what that machine is capable of doing. And sometimes I can do everything possible to the machine, but if the customer provides a foot controller that isn't getting the job done, then what do I do? You know, hopefully I have that opportunity to give a foot controller with Jackie's machine after this thorough servicing, and then she can really put this 332 to work. Plus, I've done a couple of part additions. I don't know if you remember this part up here. It's actually cam adjuster B. It is no longer broken, and that's one of the things that I did along with a number of other service things to Jackie's machine as well. So, all right, well, thanks for jumping in on this kind of impromptu premiere, bouncing between workbenches, showing you Jackie's 332, showing you Sharon's CL21A. And spring is finally here, and it means that I'm guessing things are going to get even busier. So I'm going to have to just try to keep my feet moving and my hands moving and just get her done. So, all right, folks, thanks so much, and God bless.